Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin in Tucson, Arizona. I'm super excited today to share with you some of the most beautiful banknotes I've ever seen. And we're going to go through these guys. As always, like, share, subscribe. Get ready to marvel, to be quite frank with you. Here as we look at this note from Lima, Peru, La República de Peru, del Peru, there you go, Dos Soles. And this entire episode is all about trains, planes, and automobiles, but really it's about trains. One of the many ways that you can collect banknotes, or coins even, is going to be via trains. Here is something that is printed by the American Banknote Company. This is going to be a pretty common theme. 1879. This beautiful note here, believe it or not, is about 150 bucks. So a little bit on the pricey side if you don't have money, but if you got money, it's kind of worth getting. Look at this beautiful note. Banco Yucateco, American Banknote Company. Also, beautiful ladies on either side of the center there. This 5 peso note is actually a specimen. All zeros on the serial number. And we do have a boat in the background here, but we do have the train coming along. Choo-choo and choo-choo, and yeah, American Banknote Company, yet again, putting together some of its fine work. Number 15. Going to, what's the train station? 9 3/4? Let's see here. Here we go. Same train. And we've got the banknote here. Right, so this is the actual circulating banknote. Instead of the Yucateco, it is the Peninsular Mexicano Bank, but the note itself on the obverse is the same. The reverse has a totally different reverse with some different stamps coming through on it. When I say totally different reverse, what I mean is that it's actually pretty similar. The stamps are different, and the center part is very different. The rest of it's actually quite a bit the same. The specimen note's about a $200 note, and the other note is about a $100 note. 1914. You can see how they would print the dates on there. All right, let's see what's up next here. We've got Banco de Querétaro, and that is not a train. And you'll see how they would cross out names. Just go ahead and cross that out. We'll put the other guy on there. Just go ahead and cross it out. It'll be okay. Don't worry about that. 5 peso note. And we do have that train. Train kept rolling all night long. Another beautiful note. Another 2-cent stamp on here. This note runs about 90 bucks. Another American Banknote Company note. Mercantile de Monterrey, another specimen note here, all zeros. Cool, you got the train station. That's awesome. Dude won a couple medals, kind of proud. This is a 10 peso note. This one has the train station. I don't think it has an actual train on it, though. American Banknote Company strikes again. You may be noticing, and I know that we only have a couple of countries here that we're showing today, but in all seriousness, the American Banknote Company was really important across the country. I never can say this one right. Tamaulipas, but I can say Tampico. Tampico on the Gulf of Mexico. Here's train number 15 again, guys, coming around. And you know who that is? That's right. That's the engineer. Very good. Some of you are on top of that. It's a 20 peso note. But the American Banknote Company was producing notes for countries all over the world. This is a nice CU note. This one I got priced at 200, I believe, on that guy. Go some more train action. 1909, Mazatlan, El Banco Occidental de Mexico. Beautiful. Look at the cherubs on either side of the 10. They're just lovely. And what's great about this is you get these beautiful designs, and it doesn't matter exactly the condition. I mean, what's fun is you can buy nice circulated notes. I assume this is a picture of Mazatlan. And this one is still a pretty expensive note, about $150. It's one of these 2-cent stamps. If you're from the area, maybe you can find your house here. El Banco Toluca, del Toluca, Estado de Mexico, 1910. 5 pesos. Beautiful imagery yet again. And this one also has a train. She'll be coming around the corner when she comes. And Durango with a beautiful train on it. Of course, 1914 also. Beautiful note. I love those. This one a little bit more scarce in this condition. I've got it at an AU50. Might get that one certified. We'll see what happens. Speaking a little bit more scarce, I think that the Coahuila, I can never see that I, and it's in the wrong place for my tongue. This one's a little bit better as it's a 50 peso. Also, you recognize the term, maybe you don't because you're not from Tucson. Saltillo is an entire tile type. There's old houses throughout the area and probably into New Mexico and parts of West Texas and probably into Southern California, where you'll go to a house and it'll have in it Saltillo tile. And so specifically, they were coming from a certain region of Mexico. So pretty cool. All right, El Banco Minero de Chihuahua. Looks like maybe at the town center there. Social scene. Also 1914. A lot of these notes are from 1914, kind of the revolutionary time period. This might be the exact same train image as that's on one of the other ones. Once again, we got lucky number 15 coming down the track. That one's, I think I got that at $175. And we're going to be switching here really quick to a couple other countries, a completely different part of the world. These Chihuahua notes I've had a lot of in the smaller denominations. The 50 peso, not as much. This one is, I have graded extra fine, about $100 on that guy. Costa Rica, lovely, another American banknote company. Note, nice CU note, Costa Rica. And there is the bank, Banco de Costa Rica. Wonder if that building is still around. Also American banknote company. $75 on that nice CU note. This is wild. So this guy is kind of fun here because I don't actually know the language. What is that, Cyrillic? Is that the term? But we got more trains, and it's the American Banknote Company. You're going to love this. This is actually from 1917 from the Russia-China Bank. So this is actually a Chinese-Russian note printed by the American Banknote Company. So all of your favorite countries in one place, folks. I like the food mashup there personally. Bank of Guatemala. This is a cool 1915 note. This one's pretty. I really like this. This one is printed also in New York here, like the company, but it has it in Spanish instead of English. Nuevo York, Guatemala. Beautiful trains going either direction on here. El Banco de Guatemala, un peso. International Banknote Company of New York, but in Spanish. And that's a beautiful note. That's only like $75. These ones here, I actually haven't had a chance to look up at all. Gutschein. So these are going to be 10 billion marks. So this is hyperinflation Germany, 1923. Notgeld, going to be printed locally, privately. Almost looks like it's uniface. You flip it over and you're like, oh wait, there's that ink is so light. You almost don't even see it. But I got 3 of these notes here. This one's only 500 million mark, so that one's a lot less. Not printed by the American Banknote Company. Still got some train action though. Yeah, actually that one looks like the trains, we got trains on both sides, but this train here looks like it's dated 1848. And then this one I think is really cool. This one would make a good t-shirt. It's that 50 million mark. Also with the tire slash, looks like not a tire, looks like a train wheel with wings because the trains are so fast. And then last but not least, once again, getting into like really a fun area of collecting. If you want to buy beautiful, beautiful banknotes, just start looking up for the Bank of Communications out of China. And here again, American Banknote Company printed all of these. Lovely, lovely notes. This one's, I think I have priced at 15 bucks, you know, and so a lot of these will probably be sold in shop before they actually go anywhere else. But this is just lovely. The color patterns, palettes, just beautiful stuff. Another one, some more trains. Once again, fancy, fancy banknotes printing all the way around. And, you know, this is not, this is a different company made these ones. Datun Book Company Limited. But detail on these things, this is from the 40s. What I was going to say is that on the American Banknote Company printed notes, oh, this is Thomas de la Rue Company. That's a different. We see Thomas de la Rue printed a lot of banknotes for for many countries. But if you're printing for some country and it's a completely foreign language, you know, the ability to work internationally and have someone who had to be able to go ahead and make sure all the translations were correct. I've watched videos where people, you know, have someone translate their tattoos that they got and it says something completely different than what they thought it did. It'll be complete gibberish sometimes, which I find to be, you know, amusing because it's not my tattoo. So, another Thomas de la Rue note. Another note that you can probably buy for 20 bucks on eBay. Same with this guy here. I think this is a pretty common one. Another American Banknote Company. Beautiful, beautiful note. Another note you can probably buy for 20 bucks. 1914 Tianjin. And you'll see some of them will be the exact same imagery, just with a different color palette. It almost looks like a photograph. The brown, at a distance, the brown looks like a photograph in sepia tone, which is really cool. This one says Shanghai overprint. Also, nice CU note, 40 bucks. All right, last but not least, this is a cool looking train coming through a mountain pass. And I don't even know that I made the going off the rails on a crazy train. Oh, this one's extra points because this one has a ship also. Look at that. The fact that they've got this imagery of a ship just like on these high waves absolutely just looks terrifying to me. Looks like everything is going to just go into a squall. All right, guys, thanks so much for being here today. As always, like, share, subscribe, leave your comments down below. I'm Ben the Coin Geek, and we will catch you next time.